Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. As you can see, I'm wearing a microphone and I don't know if I hooked it up correctly. I hope I did. I'm the least technical person I've ever known. So hopefully it will work because I'm going to take you on hopefully a beautiful place. I've never been to this beach going this way, and it's such a beautiful day, excuse me. And so here we go. I'm going to show you this beautiful field, and I don't think there's anybody here. So I'm going to turn this around, and isn't this amazing? I've always wanted to check this place out, but the funny thing is there's so many beautiful places to go. Sometimes I forget which ones I missed. And this has to do with my previous video about just appreciating stuff. And I live in a place like this because I worked really hard to get here. And sometimes I didn't know where I was going, but I knew I wanted peace and quiet, if that makes sense. And it took me many years to get to a place like this. It took me many years to realize, hey, I can live off-grid. I can do that. I don't need that big house and all that furniture and that big screen TV. You know what I did? I gave it to a women's battered shelter. And I gave all my furniture away. I let them have it all. I didn't want it. And then I bought one bed and one little teeny tiny couch. And that's all that can fit in my cabin anyway. So I'm happy. But back to this. That's amazing. And yes, I am walking barefoot. It rained last night, and I love walking on wet grass. I've heard this theory, supposedly, that we get energy from the earth when we walk barefoot. And I kind of believe that's true. Because the earth does have energy. And when we connect with it, whether it's by fresh air or walking on the ground or breathing all the air the plants give off, sure, we're interacting with it. I believe that. And I've always loved to walk barefoot. And Maggie wants to run loose, but I'm afraid she will run away. And when she runs away, her hunting instincts take over, and she will be gone. And I have had many scary moments where I thought I would never get her back. And the smart little dog always found her way home, but she's getting too old to get lost, so I keep her on a leash. Sheppy is a different personality altogether, because he will never leave us. And he always likes to be ahead, leading the pack. So it might get a bit windy down here, but I want to show you this beautiful beach. And I don't want to make my videos 15 minutes long anymore. I think that's a bit too long. And I appreciate all of you that have been watching them, and I don't really mean to make them that long. So I think the shorter the better, because I am back to publishing every day. I absolutely love it. And when I was not publishing every day, I actually missed it. So I'm going to go back, especially now that it's summer. And gosh, there's just so many places to show you. And now that I have this microphone, if I figured it out, I can go out with more hikes on windy days instead of hoping for the weather to calm down, which is very difficult to do in Maine because it is very sporadic up here. And some of you have asked about the weather up here in Maine. We have a very short summer. Today is June 12th, and it's about 70. No, it might even be 80. And the black flies are minimal, and I think it's because we live next to the ocean, and we have this breeze. If you go inland Maine, you are going to be annihilated with black flies. And they even make these weird hats with a net that hangs over your face so they can't attack you. And I lived there for 2 years and I hated it. But it's different for everyone. There's some very affordable property out there in inland Maine, especially out by Springfield, out that way. Lots of off-grid property out in Springfield, Maine, and the surrounding area, not just that town. So here we go in the wind, and I hope my microphone is still working. And one day we'll go that way, because that goes to a beautiful park with some dramatic cliffs that I did in a previous video. So this video is just kind of a sightseeing. Isn't this beautiful? And sometimes you'll see, like after a storm, you'll see lobster pots that washed up on the sea, or you'll see somebody's boot, or you'll see a buoy that broke loose. Now, living out here, this faces east. That is open sea, directly out there. And especially for those houses out there, the wind can be horrendous, especially in the wintertime. And I would not live on the facing the open sea like this, right smack on the water. My cabin faces an inlet, which is protected from the wind, and I also have a kind of a little cove, and that really helps the wind, especially in the winter when it's very, very cold. And Sheppy, let's go swim. See if I can get him to go swim down here. So this is just a little, and yes, I am walking barefoot across these rocks. I'm definitely a barefoot person. And I don't know the types of these rocks, but I think they're all beautiful. And of course, Maine is mostly granite. And there should be swimming. This is beautiful. And I hope you're enjoying the sound of the water. I think it's incredibly therapeutic and calming. And I could just sit out here for hours and just listen to it. And I wish you could smell the salt air. Unfortunately, you can't in a video. I wish they would come up with a way where you could put the smells in the camera. That would be really cool. And this is another reason why I live here, or the primary reason I live here, because I love the ocean. And even if you don't live near the ocean, just visiting it can really be very, very soothing. That's great. And the water's still kind of too cold to go swimming, in case you're wondering. Sheppy only goes in once, and that's it. And I'm not going to throw a stick for Maggie, because it is too cold, and she'll start shaking, and I'm not going to do that. But towards the end of July, August, the water will be beautiful, and I'll go swimming with the dogs. It's beautiful. So I'm thankful to all of my subscribers, and I try to vary my topics because I like knowing that you never know what I'm going to talk about next. And sometimes I don't either. And That's what makes it so much fun. And sometimes I don't even know where I'm going. I just get in my truck and start driving around. And this is where I ended up today. And there is nobody here. And I think there's nobody here because parking is very tricky. You have to park along the side of the road, and the entrance is not very obvious. It's a path, and if you're driving too quickly, you won't see it. So I think I'll end it here. That is straight smack out to sea, due east. And when a nor'easter comes, which is what we call a storm coming from the east, it can be extremely nasty for anyone living on the East Coast. Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and I'm sure you've seen some of those videos of people losing their homes due to the erosion and the way the waves are just taking away, especially down in Cape Cod. They're just losing their homes, and it's nature. And that's another reason why I like my cabin's location, because I'm set way back and I'm protected by that inlet and quite a bit of granite ledges, which I believe helps me also. So thanks so much everyone for watching my video, and the next time I think we'll go up that trail, because I have not been up there, and I would love to take you along for the first time too. So again, thanks everyone. I hope you're having as much fun watching my videos as I am making them. Take care.